Adventures on Channel 3, world-1.net. Dun, 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 dun. Let's duck blur, might solve a mystery, or rewrite history. No? Nothing?
I can't hear it because the way that we do things.
Yeah. That's a shame. You're really missing out.
This is another kind of a speed runny kind of thing. Just kind of hop around a lot. Now, this is actually a little harder than it looks because doing the pogo is a lot harder in this game than it is in the second game, which we'll get to when we get to it. But, yeah, you run around, just go up, follow the arrows.
See, I always used to just wait. I wasn't as bold. I think that's why I died so much. It was like, because there's kind of like this Pavlovian thing. Well, okay, there's an enemy. You either have to kill it or duck it, and not just fuck it, just avoid it.
Oh, yeah,
I was never in that mode.
What I'm doing now too is actually like I was screen trapping that bee, because if that one leaves, another one spawns behind you.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the first of the handful of shortcuts that I use in
This
this
used to be
run
one
through.
of my favorite games, and I could only play it at my friend Joey's house because you couldn't find this game.
Yeah, I had to rent it. I rented a lot of games when I was little.
One of the great Nintendo cartridge shortage games.
See, I don't know what kind of cartridge shortage you're talking about.
It's because it's a Disney game, dude. I mean, they flew off the fucking shelves back then.
It was a Disney game, and it was also made by Capcom. It was amazing.
Exactly. Anything that had freaking Mickey Mouse ears in the corner.
This game was legit just amazing. Like
Oh,
golden
this
age
game
of
was
Capcom.
awesome.
Golden
I mean,
age.
the music sounds great.
Yeah. Not that you would know. But
I've heard it once or twice.
once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, I always try to avoid as much talking with the stupid nephews and nieces as I can. It takes forever.
Yeah, right? Here's something to help you, blah, 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 blah.
Scrooge, who was doing the saving. You know?
Well, no, they made 3, right?
They made 2.
Just 2?
Yep,
Yeah.
they made 2.
2 is actually hard to find.
Yeah, 2 is actually a little more rare than the first one. The first one was really popular. Everyone bought it.
Then, so I assume Capcom lost the license to Sega?
Sega, this is Nintendo.
Yeah, but I mean, because remember Mickey's Castle of Illusion and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, but I mean, Capcom was first.
Yes.
They made Mickey Mouse Capade and Mickey. I think they might have made Mickey's Safari in Letterland.
By the way,
and Adventures in Numberland.
Mickey Mouse Capade was also an excellent game.
Yep, that game. I actually found out how to kind of cheat that game a little bit when I was younger too. We'll get to that when we get to it.
Dude,
I was just a big cheater when I was a kid. I'm starting to figure this out.
You still kind of are, with your frame traps and.
Because like all these tricks and stuff that I do in the game were things that I did when I played it when I was renting it.
Right, because you only had like 3 days to play it and it had to go back, or...
Yep, and you'd play the hell out of it. And
you got to flip it, right?
Yeah, you had 3 days to beat
3 days to flip the motherfucker. You got to do it. You do it or don't.
It's still like that on HGTV, flipping games. I will say this.
You have to talk to this dummy. Then you go back to Transylvania.
Robbed the public library over one video game. It was real hard to find at the time, and they had a copy, so I just rented it and never brought it back.
What was the game?
It was for Super Nintendo, Mega Man X3.
Oh, all the Mega Man games, aren't those kind of rough to find now? Like,
Those are the
I
Super
know
Nintendo
Mega
ones,
Man
right?
7 is really hard to find.
Mega Man X1, very easy to find. Mega Man X2, it's getting pretty rare, and Mega Man X3 was very rare because it and 7 came out around the same time, and they're both hard as shit to find on Super Nintendo. But
and another staple of my run-through. Sorry to cut you off. Another staple is run-throughs. I find all those secret treasure in the game too.
Oh.
That's why I took that roundabout way.
Oh, I remember this guy used to give me hell.
Oh, it's easy.
I rent this game from the library for $1, Mega Man X3, and it's one of the rarest fucking games ever. And I call them up when it's due, and I'm like, yeah, I lost it. What do I need to do?
You paid like $8.99, didn't you? Like something.
They were like, just bring us any brand new video game. And I'm like, any brand new video game? They're just like, yeah. So I went to like Walmart and bought like a game that was roughly $6.99 or some shit. Gave it to them, and they're like, thanks. I was like, so it doesn't have to be a Super Nintendo game, you know, would actually rent it or not. And they're like, nope. So I got Mega Man X3, hard as it was to find, for
$6.
Well,
yeah. Well, for $7 if you're going to count your investment.
Ill-gotten. You robbed the public of a... Oh, yeah, the people appreciate that
I look
shit.
at it
I can't even finish
what was mine, because my fucking taxes pay for that shit anyway.
Actually,
you weren't paying taxes when you were young. Shut up.
Somebody was on my behalf.
I played Mega Man 7 the other day. It's kind of asinine, and it starts really... Well, there's like a joke in the beginning that I thought was kind of funny. Where the robot tries to hand you that construction helmet or something, and Mega Man looks at him all cockeyed.
I didn't have a Super Nintendo.
Well, I don't know. PlayStation 3. Played a little Earthworm Jim too. PlayStation
3. 3DO? Yeah.
Fuck you, 3DO. I love 3DO. No, I have a hacked PS3, and it's basically an emulation box. It's got all the Super Nintendo Genesis and a bunch of arcade games and stuff on it.
Wait, who is this guy in the little room?
I don't know.
I actually have to
I might have a fan.
You do?
Nintendo.
He's into it.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of...
Oh, it actually says guy, too. I just noticed.
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was one of you two.
Cool.
For people obviously not watching what's happening right now with us in this room.
We got hacked.
We're in a chat. We're like in a little room, like sync tube room, so we can all watch the video at the same time. And there's some random guy in my room watching us play right now.
I'll promote.
Yeah.
His name is Guy. Awesome.
What's up, guy? I'm not your guy, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
All right, so back to the moon level, which has by far the best music in this game.
This is
my favorite.
All the music's really good in this game.
Yeah, it's Capcom.
Look at the Capcom trick of walking and making the enemy disappear. We used it in Mega Man 1, and it's back here in Duck. That's what really you really
I'm
cheat
just
at every game growing up, dude.
I'm a big cheater.
This is why he can do run-throughs, guys. It's not because he's good. It's just he cheats.
Should I like make your avatar on the site? Should it have like a scumbag Steve hat? The brown.
Yeah, that was actually farming for that little piece of cake. I got scared.
Delicious cake. The cake is a lie. There is no cake. Plus me bagpipes. No, Gizmo can do something.
On a side note, it's just crazy the time limit, because Ryan's like, yeah, I don't need nowhere near that. You like 500 and some seconds. He's like, yeah, so what?
Not necessary.
But as a kid, you're sitting there like worrying. The music's getting faster, like in Mario and shit. You're like, oh my god, am I gonna make it?
Yeah. No, I died here once. If you just jump down there, you don't make that. We'll jump to the side.
I probably done that.
You actually have to climb that one, is what you're saying? Because I thought it a bit odd. You just been doing, fall.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You die if you don't do it right. And then you got the Gizmo Duck helps you out.
Oh yeah.
This right here, I can pinpoint it. This is why children are obese now, because you get like cakes and cupcakes and ice cream.
Cakes as rewards.
In every fucking game, dude. It's like, I need life. Let me eat this fattening fucking gelatinous dessert. Yay.
Oh.
See, I actually got scared here.
That's a little tight. You're running a little tight. Oh.
And I got him in a loop, and it's a wrap. But, yeah, that was actually kind of scary.
We eat fucking candy and sit around playing video games. This is a great child.
Yeah, before we even recorded this, I ate a creamsicle, and it was delicious.
It was a
What- what-
50-50 sequel, I thought.
What was
right?
his name?
Well, that's what they're called when you spend like $4.99 when you spend like $5 on them on like the ice cream truck guy. They're like that's what they're called. They're
So wait,
called
wait.
50.
I think they use that same template in Strider.
It's Capcom. Are you saying that Capcom isn't reusing their sprites?
Because it's the same
Not-
thing in
not
the console.
Capcom, the most original video game.
Oh, is
Yeah.
Strider on NES too big to do a run?
I don't know, I'll give it a try. I played it a little bit, but I never really got to the point where I was really trying to like do something cool with it.
That was
I don't
one of
know
my
what's sadder, the
favorite-
fact that I know how long it takes you because of the time limit down at the bottom of the screen, or the fact it took me like 13 minutes just to do the first level.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Shane noticed I screen captured that ghost too.
Yeah.
You keep him on the screen.
Yeah, you trapped him.
Yeah, you have to keep him on the screen or another one shows up.
Yeah.
Now, this guy's pretty simple. You wait for
Pop off his bats, right?
You hit.
Yeah.
Wait for it. He's pretty simple, but I get hit by him. That's great timing there, Ryan.
Shit talking.
I'm not saying I'm any good. I'm saying the strategy is simple.
I mean, you can't cheat, but so much, right?
There's
Damn.
only so much cheating the game will allow.
There's a
I mean,
cheating-
because if winning was easy, losers would do it.
a cheating threshold.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I do like about this game in general is the boss battles they're long enough as far as like the amount of hits needed and stuff. They're long enough for you to actually have to establish a pattern and learn, but they're not like 40 hit like epic battles. You just once you figure out your pattern, you get rewarded by a quick death.
Yeah, it's kind of like the overlay of Mega Man. It's like just get them in the pattern and go.
Yep. Oh, and this a-hole. Always hating.
He really was just a hater's hater.
Yeah, he was. Haters gonna hate, and then you just wait for him. Then you win. So then you jump up and
Yeah,
down.
like, if
You
he
have your
didn't
goal.
broke fast enough, though, he would actually win, though, right?
Yeah, you would actually lose.
I like how you
take-
squatted by the treasure, taking a duck shit.
See, and I'm an expert treasure hunter. Look at that.
Indeed, you are.
$6 million.
And here's the pedophile's dream, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Oh, baby.
Actually,
They
that
don't
would
even
be
wear
more of a
pants.
bestiality kind of thing, or maybe like a furry. Furries are into that kind of stuff, right?
Why would Donald Duck get out of the shower and cover his waist with a towel and then just put on a shirt and go bottomless? What does... I don't get it. I never understood that.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the end. DuckTales 2, a little more interesting of an ending. I'll explain all that stuff as it happens.
It's a dark blur. My
So
star
yeah, this was the Adventures
DuckTales,
of
one of the best
Duck-
games ever made on NES. World Minus One, Adventures on Channel 3, Ryan, Shane, Kevin. Oh, I love this game.